Welcome back to Everything Tesla Facts, everyone. In fact, Tesla filed for a 3-to-1 stock split at the start of June. Many investors did not anticipate this, given the decline. Therefore, you should continue viewing this video if you want. To learn more about the split, many equities, particularly those of major corporations, have been declining due to the general economic slump. In terms of falling stock values, fate did not spare Microsoft, Amazon, or Meta. Many of these companies are doing well and are not very concerned despite the stock price decline. Indeed, they consider the stock price drop to be a typical reaction of the stock market to numerous geopolitical and economic events that are now taking place and impacting the global economic landscape. Adam Jonas, vice president of JP Morgan Chase & Co., said that Tesla is currently winning the race in the electric vehicle industry. Additionally, Mr. Jonas likened the EV market to a marathon. According to him, other firms are far behind at mile 2, and some are still tying their shoes, while Tesla is in the lead. Having reached mile 21, Adam Jonas asserts that the recent history of EV deliveries supports his perspective on the matter. He claims that this demonstrates that Tesla is headed for leadership and will only get stronger as the race continues. He thinks that any fresh information concerning Tesla, such as the most recent news of a 3-for-1 stock split, is sure to spark attention. What exactly is a stock split then? When a company chooses to increase the number of outstanding stock shares, it is known as a stock split. In actuality, this causes the value of each share to decline. According to Forbes, a stock split occurs when a business distributes additional stock shares to current shareholders without reducing their value. What does this signify for investors? Then, in the first place, a decrease in the price of each share indicates that purchasing the stock will become easier. More people are able to obtain it. However, while the majority of brokerages offer the option to purchase fractional stocks, it is only beneficial to a select few. Therefore, if a share is too costly, customers are not required to pay the full amount. It's also critical to remember that a company's value is unaffected by stock splits. For instance, an investor owns one share of company X, which is valued at about $100. The investor will now hold two shares valued at about $50 apiece. If company X decides to split the shares 2 for 1, as a result, the investor now owns 2 shares rather than 1, but their monetary worth remains same. Research from Bank of America has revealed an intriguing fact. These companies frequently use stock split moves to outperform the stock market as a whole. What causes that? One possibility, though, is that following the split, when the stock was cheaper, investors jumped to buy it. As a result, businesses with pricey stock sometimes divide their shares, making them more available to investors. However, the scenario surrounding the Tesla stock split is not that simple. In truth, Tesla's stock has been declining because to the economic slowdown brought on by geopolitical tensions and the post-COVID decline that damaged the company's manufacturing. Elon Musk's plan to pay $44 billion to acquire Twitter is another element that has hurt the price of Tesla stock. Musk sold 5.2 million shares of Tesla stock to fund the offer to buy Twitter, which has had a catastrophic impact on the company's stock price. Tesla filed a 1-4A form with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission a few weeks ago, outlining the company's plan for the upcoming annual shareholder meeting. On August 4, 2022, the EV behemoth detailed a number of agenda items in that document, including the plan to implement a 3-for-1 stock split. In addition to reducing the price of a single share by 3, this endeavor will triple the number of current Tesla shares. As we previously stated, this will not have any impact whatsoever on the company's total worth. The board of directors at Tesla made the decision to split the company 3 ways. The board claims that increasing the stock's accessibility and affordability for both the general public and Tesla employees was one of the factors that led them to decide to separate the company. It's a commendable resolution because it allows those who were previously unable to participate to access the stock, using a quote from the one for a filing of Tesla, asterisk, while this value appreciation has led to our employees benefiting enormously through the years. We want to make sure all employees, no matter when they join, have access to that same advantage. It's a little surprised that the board of directors decided to split after the price of Tesla stock fell 42% at the start of the year. The stock price rose by 1% within an hour of the split announcement, indicating that it had a beneficial impact. According to the one for a filing, the primary purpose of the authorized shares amendment is to enable a 3-4-1 split of the common stock in the form of a stock dividend. Additionally, the filing stated that Tesla issued 1,036,390,569 shares of common stock on June 6, 2022, and that there are 2 billion authorized shares of common stock, which is insufficient to carry out the 3-4-1 split. Additionally, the 1-4A filing states that if investors agree to the adjustment of the authorized shares, the board of directors will approve the split. As previously stated, investors will receive special dividend payments as part of the aforementioned stock split. Returning to the explanations for the stock split, we use the following passage from the 1-4A filing *A. Highly competitive compensation scheme that gives every employee the chance to gain equity has helped Tesla attract and retain exceptional talent, which is essential to our success. In order to provide our employees greater control over how they manage their equity, we think the stock split will assist reset the market price of our common shares. In Tesla's history, stock splits have occurred before. The business announced a 5-4-1 stock split on August 11, 2020, and it was executed on August 31st, a few weeks later. Tesla's share price was about $2,213 prior to the initial stock split. The share dropped to about $442 after the stock split. The news of the stock split caused the share price to drop to about $2,213. The share price was around $1,300 prior to the news. Additionally, according to a section of the announcement, Tesla wants to add 4 billion authorized shares of common stock to its current number. The business claims, our certificate of incorporation, currently authorizes us to issue 2.1 billion shares, consisting of 2 billion shares of common stock with a par value of 1/1000th of a dollar per share, and 100 million shares of preferred stock with a par value of 1/100th of a dollar per share. Tesla is able to increase the number of its common stock from 2 billion to 6 billion. Thanks to the authorized shares amendment, only the common stock will be affected by the modification. The total number of authorized preferred stock shares will remain unchanged. As stated by Tesla, we are submitting to our stockholders a vote to adopt the inclusion of certain provisions in the proposed amended certificate to increase the number of authorized shares of common stock by 4 billion. The fact that renowned American business magnate and EV firm board member Larry Ellison holds 1.5% of the company's shares is another startling revelation. Made by Tesla and the one for a filing, Mr. Ellison plans to step out from his role on the board. Vanguard Group, which owns 6% of Tesla's shares, and Elon Musk, the company's CEO, who owns 23.5% of the shares, are also notable shareholders. When Elon Musk sold off a large number of Tesla shares to acquire the massive social media network Twitter, he gave up a large portion of his stake. As of right now, Tesla's market capitalization is over $720 billion, and its shares are valued at about $703. After the split, Tesla stock will be about $233 per share, if it does not change significantly and the 3-4-1 split is successful. Additionally, Tesla is also considering asking its shareholders to vote on shortening the board of directors' terms. The members of the board of directors will serve 2 years rather than 3 if this request is granted. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below regarding this 3-4-1 stock split. Do you believe that, given the state of the economy, it's a good strategy? We appreciate your time, and please remember to click on one of the 2 videos that are displayed on your screen. I'll see you there.